Alright, the second of the level 60 Machinist job quests is called the Machinist's Choice, given to us by FFXIV as normal, in the Sky Steel Manufactory as normal. Here we go. Mercy, how fortuitous that you should choose this moment to visit. Pray forgive my abruptness, but are you acquainted with Ishgard's watch and the commoners who fill its ranks? I think I tapped my chest. Truly, you've worked with Hilda before. Splendid, absolutely splendid. Let us then discuss the problem at hand. Following our fair city's shift to a more egalitarian form of government, there has been talk of arming the city watch with machinist weapons and equipment, the very type of initiative for which I have long advocated. And as part of this plan, I have been asked to provide a competent instructor. But as dearly as I wish to fulfill this request of Hilda's, I'm afraid suitable candidates for the role are in woefully short supply. Surely you've heard news of Alamigo's liberation, yes? Well, the aftermath of that little conflict has seen the manufactory swamped with commissions for both material and marksmen, and I've not a single machinist to spare. I was even forced to relinquish Joy, my indispensable right-hand woman, to some far-flung deployment. And so, Mercy, you must see why your presence here this day strikes me as something of a godsend. Who better to accept this position than our most accomplished machinist? I understand, of course, that you have your own business to attend to, and can hardly spend every waking moment training the watch. Thus do I intend to share your duties with our old friend, Rost. Aside from his extensive knowledge of firearms, he was once the Commodore of the Knights of the Barracuda. Such experience should prove invaluable to the watch's leadership. He is the natural choice to serve as your partner in this enterprise. From what I've been told, our former instructor was recently spotted arriving in Idleshire. Pray come along, Mercy, and lend me a hand in persuading the foul-mouthed brigand to return to Ishgard. $483. I'll just use a ticket. So $483 would normally be the price to get us there. I don't have the teleportation. I'm gonna use a free token. Etherite ticket used. In Idleshire, we find FFXIV, right nearby. Have you seen this place, Mercy? My prospectometer is simply overloaded by such potential. Why, the goblin technology amassed in the main square alone could keep me tinkering for days. Not that we'll be here nearly that long. Rost is a striking fellow. Someone is bound to have noticed him. Shall we ask around? Indeed, some red circles pop up. We'll talk to this walking atlas first. Can I interest you in a guided tour of... Oh, just a question. I have seen such a man. He was just walking down this street, as a matter of fact. So we'll continue to the southwest. Along the street, we find Yloise. Yloise. Ah, big lad with an eye patch, yes? I marked his passage as I would that of any dangerous beast. Stay your path and you'll find him like as not. We continue along this curved path to find Midnight Dew, who I actually had a lot of dealings with in this storyline, I believe. I've seen your man, heading into the hard place he was, all swarthy and mysterious like. I had half a mind to follow him in there. I don't remember the exact dealings with her, but I recognize her for sure. Rost is in this bar of sorts called the Hard Place. Restaurant, bar, whatever. At a table all by his lonesome. Cutscene. He looks like he might be sleeping on the chair. Ah, I see you've kept one step ahead of me, Mercy. At least this time around, our dear instructor was not so damnably difficult to locate, eh? He stands. I thought I heard me some familiar voices. Now what brings the two of ye all the way out here? Not just a yearning to glimpse this ugly mug again, that much is certain. Astute as always, my friend, we have, in fact, come with an offer of employment. I explain what's going on. He wags a finger at me and shakes his head no. You want me to teach trigger work again? Bugger that. Why don't you have Joy do it? Joy is far too humble to fare well as an instructor, and is fully occupied by other manufacturing business besides. You also have considerable experience with commanding a military company, if I'm not mistaken. Are you bloody daft, or did you just forget? Me piss poor leadership of the Kudas is what ruined my reputation in the first place. Do you honestly reckon a man like me is fit to take charge of training your city watch? My options are, you're the best man for the job, or, well, if you haven't the stones for it. Well, if you haven't the stones for it. He gives a shrug at me like, what? What are you? You're trying to tickle me pride, lass. Bah, you seem damn determined to not let an old pirate sit and rust in place. Then this means you accept? Trim your sails there, boss. I'll make my final decision after I've had a chat with this lass what leads the watch. Stephanie nods. It seems we must arrange a meeting with Hilda. Would you mind handling the introductions? He says to me, and I nod. My thanks. Now I really should be getting back to the workshop. I have a small mountain of munitions to make if I'm to honor all these commissions. Do the manufacturer proud, my friends. And just when I was getting bleeding warm again. I'll see you in Ishgard, Marcy. Yeah, this is a nice place. Good weather. Not like the Corthus Western Highlands. I'll spend another ticket. Well, no. We'll just say that I had 2 half-priced teleports of about 241-ish each. Not bad. To the east of the main aetheryte, we will find, I think, into the broom too, so I gotta drop down, or you could take the stairs, but is Hilda ring? Oh yeah, Hilda is a rifle wielding, like much like my rifle, but she's got like black kind of ninja gear. Is a better way to describe her. Black hair that has a wide ponytail leading down to like just below shoulder blades in her back. She got a little scar. Nope, never mind, no scar. But I think she's Elizin because she's got the pointy ears. She's got some earrings in the ears. And a cold-eyed knight is talking to her, but we talked to Hilda to complete this quest. Cutscene. Hilda's explaining something to the knight, and with a lot of gestures, seems to be dejected. The knight says, "Are we clear, or must I repeat myself in simple terms? I expect very little from your lowborn riffraff. If you wish to serve Ishgard, then know your place, and keep well out of our way." And he turns and walks off. Bastard blue blood. He'd not wag his tongue like that if his boss was around, says Hilda. And a fine day to you, Mercy. A little bird told me you'd be on your way. The lads and lasses are well pleased to hear they'd be learning the foot of Ishgard's savior. I pat my chest a couple times, but then Rost comes up. I explain to him something. He nods. And you must be Rost, eh? I'm not going to pronounce his name because I can't. Rost, eh? I'll warn you right now, the Watchers are a raw lot. They ain't used to formal training, and you'll need to work 'em hard before they'll count for more than cannon fodder. Work 'em hard, you say? I do things the pirate way, lass. I'll have 'em pissing blood and wailing for their mums by first bell. We'll see about that. I don't know about Limsa's back alleys, but the broom's not a place what suffers wilt and daisies. What my lot lack in skill, they make up for in spirit. The 2 people at her side gives like, yeah, and point at his own chest with his thumb. Ha! I like a challenge. Now tell me more about how this watch of yours fits into Ishgard's defenses. Well, we're officially back in the arms of the Eorzine Alliance, ain't we? And if the Temple Knights are marched out to deal with some crisis, the streets will be left a touch thin on soldiers. That's where the watch comes in. We've been something of an independent operation till now, but the houses want to put us on the payroll. They mean to use our numbers to plug the holes in the walls, as it were. Sam Y. Mary E. Simi? At her side, a human man. And the best part is we get paid to do more of what we was doing for naught. Coin in our purses and food in our bellies. Can't complain about that. And then Eudastand, EU Delta E Sam Tom A Nancy Delta. and Ella's in the other side. Aye, but the arrangement's not to everyone's liking. There's inquisitors and nobles alike looking to trip us up at every turn. They ain't keen on the idea of commoners being armed and organized. I reckon the only way to shut those bastards down is by convincing everyone else that the watch is something worth keeping. But if we mean to prove ourselves, we need proper equipment and training. That's why I took most of the coin we'd been given and went begging to Lord Halenarte. Now we have firearms and two clever blighters to teach us how to use them. Rost nods. Aye, I've heard enough. You can't properly protect folk what don't recognize your authority. Just do as old Rost says, and we'll soon teach them bastards to respect you. Hilda and the other two cheer. Here's what we're going to do first. Gather a crew of your finest lads and lasses and slap a name on them. One what'll get them naysayers to sit up and take notice. What, you mean an elite company like the Dragoons or the Heavens Ward? I reckon a good name might impress some of the highborn, but I'll be buggered if I can think of one. Rost thinks on it a bit. Well, let's see. How about Hilda's Hounds? She gives a thumbs up. Oh, you mean Hilda's Hounds? Well, I do like the sound of that. What do you say, lads? They both look to her, and they cheer again. She cheers as well. Everybody's excited and happy. I like it. As soon as they've handpicked a crew for the hounds, I'll start teaching them the basics. Then after you've had a chance to learn barrel from stock, you can come back and test their skills. Sound like a fair division of labor? I give him a nod. Right then, I'll whip them into shape before you know it. Let's just see how tough these broom-born bastards really are. The machinist choice is complete. 100,000 experience points, 1545 gil. No new skills, and that's fine with me because there's already enough freaking things to press already. 63 will be the next machinist quest, as with pretty much every other job I can think of so far, but I haven't done... I did do Gunbreaker, which started at 60, and I think that one did 60, 62, 60, I don't remember. Anywho. Cool. Video over. I will see you soon for whatever video of mine you watch next. I am going to do Blue Mage level 7. I don't remember what level it is. We'll find out. But anyway, hope you had a good time. I'll see you next time for whatever. Yeah, bye for now.